This video is brought to you by Recurrent, an essential EV tool that gives free access to TFL EV viewers in the US. With Recurrent, EV shoppers can check range and battery info on used cars. EV owners can connect to compare their range and battery health to similar vehicles. And EV sellers can use Recurrent to get more money for their sales. With Recurrent, we can find, drive, and sell electric cars positively. Click on the link in the description below to get free access to Recurrent's amazing EV tools.
What if a sports car grew up and became a luxurious SUV? Well, how about this? Let me show you the brand new 2026 Cadillac Optiq-V. And Mary, who is behind the camera, and I are gonna take it for a first drive. We'll tell you everything about it. There's a lot going on here. We're also gonna take it to the track, do a 0 to 60 performance test, and take it autocrossing. Wow.
Andre just said, dude, the badge lights up.
It does.
Because it does. I'm here to talk about the exterior. This is the Monarch Orange for the 2026 Optic V. And you know what? The styling is kind of sick. We've got these kind of vertical headlights right here. This is obviously a fake grille, but it does light up with that really cool, what would you call that, Andre? Chevron?
Shield.
Shield?
A shield of strength. Oh, I'm sorry.
This is kind of chevron-y.
Yeah, yes.
But it does have this additional opening down here for some cooling, and overall, I think the front looks kind of cool and aggressive. What do you think of it?
But Mary, check it out. Also has carbon fiber. I mean, this is like the fanciest trim of the new Optic V. And also blacked out roof.
Yep. Obviously, there are more colors that you can get, but obviously we snagged the coolest color around. Yeah, it's got these kind of automatic door handles that pop out, which I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the hugest fan of because those are,
they're a little strange.
They're a little strange, and they're kind of likely to fail eventually.
Well, yeah, but they also disappear when you're driving, and they're kind of sticking out like this when you're kind of parked.
Yeah.
So
it gives you aerodynamics, and it also looks a little sleeker on the road, but it might not be the most efficient in terms of like longevity.
What do you think about the rear of this car?
It looks cool. It looks kind of, is how I would describe it.
That's because it is fast.
It is fast, yeah. You check out the back.
Yeah, so a couple things I noticed here. First of all, this very cool spoiler. I mean, this is a V car. So Cadillac is celebrating about 20 years of performance V series cars. They're supposed to be high performance, very, very fast, and also agile. I noticed this little wing on the rear as well, but I also noticed that there's no rear wiper here. So could be an issue if you live on dirt roads, kind of like we are here in Michigan.
Andre also mentioned this little diffuser in the back, which
Yes.
does give the car more of a race-like feel.
Exactly, a little bit of downforce maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
And then when you push this, it unveils the cargo area, and it is the most compact crossover SUV that Cadillac has in their electrified lineup, but this still offers 26 cubic feet of space right here in the back.
And all our stuff.
And all our stuff.
Speaking of stuff, you might be wondering why all those bags that we had back there were not in the frunk. Why is that?
Well, this is an interesting story, Mary, because there is no frunk. I mean, you would think it's an electric car, right? So there might be a frunk, but this is where a lot of the mechanicals are. So this really is a hood, right?
Yeah, I mean, it looks kind of like it's an ice situation under there.
I know, it looks like a combustion situation, but it's not. You do have your 12-volt battery. You have all of your other kind of normal stuff, like your windshield washer fluid goes in here. Although I do wish this cap would be blue, so it's a little bit more visible. But then there's inverters and air conditioning systems and heat exchangers. Looks very mechanical, but I wish they would have dressed it up a little bit, maybe with a plastic cover. No, this is the first ever Optic V for 2026, and it comes with a selection of wheel tire options. But they're basically all 21-inch diameter. They call it reverse rim, 21-inch. And I spoke to the chief engineer, John, and they were very precise about how they chose their tires. This has an optional Continental Sport Contact 6, and it's a size of 275/40 R21, and it's got a little V badge, so it's it's special. And it has pretty massive brakes. And Mary, check it out, blue calipers right there.
Oh my gosh, is Cadillac a Broncos fan?
I think it is. It combines orange and blue. Whoa!
you swung a little bit.
So that was on a dirt road, kind of a gravelly road here.
Yeah.
And we're using summer performance tires, which are not really meant for that.
They're not designed for gravel.
And I also, that was V mode, which is kind of the fastest acceleration possible. And also, I did competition mode called comp mode, which kind of relaxes the stability control system, which allows the car to kind of dance around a little bit more.
Oh, so that was supposed to happen?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. Whoa, this road is actually really cool.
Dude, that's crazy.
Right?
Yeah, wow.
You know, Michigan is cool like that. You could be in the city, and then within like 5 or 10 minutes, you could be in the countryside.
Yeah, very, very true. But anyway, these are performance tires, so they're not designed for gravel, and even so, the ride quality is pretty stellar, even on the gravel, in my opinion.
Yeah, so they have this really fancy suspension, continuously kind of adaptable, but also 2 settings. There's a touring setting. Let's try that. Kind of a comfortable setting. That wasn't even the comfortable setting.
Wow.
Now we're in it.
And that did make a little bit of a difference. You definitely feel less of the bumps.
Yeah, so I think they did a really good job with picking the suspension system for this car.
I think so too.
This is the smallest and also the sportiest of Cadillac crossovers. So the interior is quite interesting. Mary, check it out. So basically we have 33 inches of kind of curved screen right here. And if I put my foot on the brake pedal, because the key is with me, it'll come to life.
I actually really like the dash. There's a lot of different textures in here. There's this kind of like carpety feel. There's the blue, which there's a lot of blue motifs inside
There
this
is a
whole
lot of
car,
blue.
actually. There's this synthetic leather with this really nicely done white stitching. And yeah, like I said, more blue. They have the seat right here, which is automatically adjustable and massaging.
Yes, so we have heated seats, ventilated seats, memory seats with adjustments and massage. But we just tried massage.
Yeah.
And it's very gentle, I would say.
Yeah, not too aggressive.
I think it needs to be, and it's a little bit hard to control. So if I push this, let me show you. This screen comes on, and then I can kind of control it like a joystick, but it's not super intuitive, and it's not super easy to control either. So that could be better.
Yeah, I definitely don't think the massaging seats are the focal point of the car, so
No,
maybe that's not what they were focusing on.
I think it's more like mountain road carving
For sure.
is the focus.
Yeah, speaking of, how comfortable do you think you would be carving up those mountain roads?
Well, we should go to the Autocross section and really figure out the performance of this car.
Let's go.
All right, so I am at the M1 Concourse in Pontiac, Michigan. And Cadillac, this is the first drive event that they have set up. And there's a autocross slalom course, basically, that's timed, and we're all trying to beat 30 seconds. And then there's also 0 to 60 launch mode that I'll show you. I'm putting on my video glasses so you could see everything I'm seeing. So I pushed a V mode button, and if you press and hold it, it goes into V max, which is down there, maximum acceleration. And then competition mode is also on, which means there should be a little bit more slip allowed from this car. I'm trying to get comfortable here, just making sure that I'm in all the right modes. Hopefully the battery is warmed up. And the motors are all happy. So they said 3.50 to 60 is possible. Let's see. So my left foot is on the brake. It's pretty easy. It says floor it if there's enough brake pressure. So then I floor it and let go of the brake. Yes. Hi.
Hi.
That was fast.
It kind of like makes you feel sick a little. You go so fast.
And also there's that sound effect playing too.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah, they did a great job.
So Mary, now I feel pressure because one of the journalists set a time of 30 seconds, basically flat. And this is my first lap.
I believe in you, Andre. I think it's gonna go great.
Okay, all right, so that was the 0 to 60. Now Autocross. VMAX competition mode is on. And I'm gonna go for it. That's really interesting. Don't overdo it. Wow, there's a lot of grip from these tires. And it's not pushing too much. .35. Oh. Okay, I think I could clean it up a little bit. Wow, I really am noticing incredible grip, because I was kind of expecting it to push and understeer a little bit, and it refuses to. It just says, you know what, I'm gonna hug this turn and I'm gonna continue to offer you just a way to move forward. That's quite interesting. V mode, make sure everything is set up. VMAX is set up. And I'm gonna floor it again. Oh, there it is. It says 3.5 seconds. I did it. I basically matched what they said it would do. And also, that's the beauty of electric cars, is that they're very predictable. Okay, so now I think I'm gonna do another lap. Okay, grabbing brakes, making sure I understand how big this car is. The chief development engineer did a 28-second lap, which I think is bonkers. Wow, it's amazing how this car rotates. They say it has torque vectoring, 519 horsepower, 650 pound-feet of torque. I think I've cleaned it up a little bit. Oh no. Oh no. My first lap was faster than my second.
First run was better.
I know.
Ugh.
You know what, at first, the second lap was about feeling pretty good.
Yeah. Was it that corner over there?
I don't know.
Because
I was feeling okay about it until I didn't.
What was the handling like though? Was that competition mode helpful? Or was it kind of...
I think so. So, you know, like when you're pushing into a corner hard and the car starts to like plow through the corner and go outside, this car doesn't do that.
Interesting.
It just, you turn in the steering and it continues to steer for you. And like, I think it's because the torque vectoring and how the rear is responding to it, my heart is racing. Yeah. The front seats are kind of the focus of this car because it's performance oriented. Big bolsters, but they also look really good. They're kind of easy to adjust. The headrest is manual, which I don't mind. And actually, I'm almost 6'3", I'm a pretty big dude, and I feel quite comfortable, and I can scooch up a little bit too, and actually get really kind of comfortable, great visibility. And the steering wheel is also manually adjustable, which is a little bit weird for a performance luxury machine, but I appreciate it because it seems like they were trying to focus on saving a little bit of weight, because electric cars can be heavy, and this is quite heavy at 5,500 pounds.
In addition to those comfy seats, we also really love these physical buttons. Andre, check this out. Watch this.
Oh yes.
It's like an analog counter, or like you're at a basketball game and you have to flip the score.
Heck yeah. And also physical switches,
yeah,
right?
Which is really nice. The only thing that we did have a little bit of trouble finding was this. This is the volume.
Yes.
Which is not immediately intuitive.
Well, actually, I thought this was the volume.
Yeah, and this is a vent, which is fine. We like being able to control
manual vents. Thank you, Cadillac.
For real, thank you. But also maybe don't make this one look quite as much like like a volume knob.
So right above those climate physical buttons is the digital screen, and there's a lot of good and a little bit of bad here. First of all, high contrast, and it kind of matches the rest of the lineup for Cadillac. And also, oh look, I can do one pedal right there. But it's taking me a little longer than normal to kind of get acquainted with this car. I wish it was a little bit more intuitive, and I've been trying to find that light switch shortcut and I can't. Maybe I'm blind, but a lot of good. It just needs to be a little bit more intuitive. Oh wait, Mary, I found it. It's on the left here. The light switch shortcut, it's right here.
All that complaining for nothing.
All right, so we just accelerated onto the highway, and now we're able to go between 60 and 70 miles an hour, depending on speed limit. And I just pushed this button on the steering wheel for Super Cruise. And it's also now the enhanced Super Cruise version, which means if the navigation system is active, it will try to suggest the correct exit and actually change lanes. Like if the exit is on the left, it'll start changing lanes towards the left. And if the exit is on the right, it will do the same to the right.
Okay, so it's doing a little bit more than just kind of keeping you in your lane and keeping you separated.
Exactly. And right now, it's not happy because we're in the construction zone.
Right. It is kind of beeping.
Yeah, it kind of flashed red and it kind of buzzed my seat to let me know that it's not very happy.
Interesting. It's always a good thing to have, though, an electric vehicle. You would expect something like Super Cruise. It seems to be working pretty well.
And every Optiq has it. So no matter if it's which version of it you have. And the sound, what do you think about the sound quality?
Obviously, it's a little bit louder than when we were only going 25 miles per hour, but it is still pretty quiet in the cabin, all things considered.
Yeah, and we purposely are not using lav mics.
Yes.
Because we wanted you to hear what it sounds like for us.
Yeah, exactly.
In here as well.
Exactly. And it's pretty quiet.
I'm not hearing the tires. I'm not hearing a lot of wind noise.
Yeah, it seems really well insulated.
Dare I say it, it's almost like a Cadillac.
It's almost like we're riding in an Optic V Cadillac.
Yeah. But what if you didn't want to listen to silence?
Yeah, that's the thing. Road noise isn't usually a problem because usually you're listening to music. Speaking of music, this Optic V has an insane sound system. It's Dolby Atmos, has 19 speakers in here, and it's like being in the middle of the band on stage. Am I right, Andre?
Yes, it's something to behold. In fact, the original Optic, like a year and a half ago, was the first Cadillac to have this system. And you can see speakers everywhere, right? Like in the ceiling and the doors up front. There are 3 subwoofers here. So the engineering team was very specific about this. And in order to enjoy it, you do have to be listening to music labeled Dolby Atmos. And this is not a commercial for them. They're not a sponsor, but it's really quite remarkable. Yeah, it's really cool because what happens is the different instruments come from different speakers. And backup singers are in the back, and you hear the singer up front, like near the hood, and you hear like guitar and drums down here. It's like the different sounds come from the 19 different speakers. It's super cool. Yeah, and if you're not aware of this, you might be a little scared when you hear the backup singer in the back seat. Yeah, or the chime that happens randomly. Or the drums. Or the drums. Yes. The $1 million question in every EV, of course, is what kind of range is it working with? Yes, and I wish you didn't bring this up because the Optic V, this high-performance model, uses the same battery as the basic model, which is 85 kilowatt hours. But because it's more high performance, the range is less, 275 miles, according to Cadillac. Okay. Which is less than some competitors. Right. Tesla Model Y Performance continues to be in my mind because Tesla Model Y Performance is a crossover. It has amazing acceleration, really good range, more than this, and it's also aggressively priced. So it's kind of the elephant in the room. It kind of is, yes. So, but the more we progress as far as the charging infrastructure around the country, the better I feel about that range number. Right. What kind of charging are we working with in this car? Well, let me show you. For 2026, the Optic V and the Optic introduced this, the NACS port, basically a Tesla-style charging port across their Optic line. and I'm sure more vehicles will follow soon. But this also means you could use more stations more easily. They're talking about plug and charge or plug and drive, as they say. So it should be pretty easy. Just come up to a station, plug in, and you can get up to 150 kilowatts of energy. But Mary, that's not very fast. They say you can gain about 70 miles of driving range in about 10 minutes. But if you're not road tripping and you're just at home, for level 2 charging, it's up to 19.2 kilowatts, which is actually really fast, and most homes don't support that.
Obviously, as this is the 2026 model, it's brand new.
Yeah.
It's gonna have all of the safety bells and whistles. It's gonna have blind spot monitoring, it's gonna have that heads-up display, it's gonna have the Super Cruise. Obviously not all models have Super Cruise, but like, it's not necessarily lacking anything in terms of safety.
No, and that's another great point, because for example, all Optics now have that amazing stereo system, 19 speakers. They all have, advanced driver assistance technologies and safety. And of course, it's still a Cadillac, right? So they did, all the crash testing and they crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I would hope.
I would hope they at least dot the I in Cadillac.
There's no T in
There's
Cadillac,
no T, I don't think.
right? Okay.
Okay.
Wait, Optic. You see
They
where
crossed the T and dotted the I in that Optic lineup. Andre.
Take that to the bank, okay?
There's a reason this guy's been in the biz for this long. He can spell.
Wow.
And I guess I can.
I can spell.
Climbing into the back seat of the Optic V. It's a back seat. It's not incredibly roomy, mostly because these seats are like kind of intense on the
They're
back
bulky,
side.
a little
They're
bulky.
bulky on the back side, but you're not completely forgotten about in the second row because you have 2 USB-C ports. Your seats are heated back here, which is always a nice surprise. And there's also a 120 volt outlet back here and little vents, which also look kind of like the volume knobs.
Yes.
Also, there are car seat anchors back here, which is always nice to see. So if you want to take your baby racing, you can. A couple of cup holders, and Jen would test out the squish factor, which is nice.
But she's not here.
I know,
We
and
miss her.
We miss her a lot. Also extending into the back seat is this giant panoramic roof, and there is a shade for it. It's just not closed right now because we want to enjoy the fall colors. Andre wants to figure out how to close it.
Yeah, I think that's pretty easy.
Oh, look at this.
Yes, this is thumbs up. We were in the Escalade IQ yesterday, and the IQ does not have a power shade for its panoramic roof.
Which is incredibly frustrating for
I know, and
eyeballs.
but this does.
Andre, what about the other optics?
Well, actually, for 2026, they expanded the lineup. There is now a rear-wheel drive model, which is more affordable and still quite high performance. That one starts at about just over $52,000.
So like right in the average, right down the road for average car prices
Yeah,
right
that's
now?
a lot of value for a luxurious crossover. Then there's an all-wheel drive model. We can review that separately. And this Optic V starts at just over $67,000.
A little pricier.
A little pricey, but I think it has that heritage with it, right? The V car heritage and the engineering that comes behind it. But we have to answer the question I asked.
Right. What if a sports car grew up and became a crossover SUV?
I think it's actually a pretty sporty SUV, this one.
You think this used to be a sports car in a past life?
Well, the chief engineer used to work on Corvettes.
That's true.
So maybe there's something there.
He baked a lot of that into this.
I think, yeah, I'm not like a race car driver, but I really enjoy driving this. Really high performance. And you can bring your friends and family with you as well.
Right, it's a little bit more practical than a sports car,
Exactly.
but it has all of the makings of a fun, exciting experience.
Sweet. Well, let us know what you think in the comments below, and where should they go?
alltfl.com if you want to see a bunch of more stuff and more stuff.
But all automotive stuff, right?
Yeah, mostly automotive.
And carish.
Carish is on there. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, has been Andre.
And Mary.
We'll see you next time. You did a whole bunch of bad stuff.
I went off script. I brought dirt into the car. What the f does that mean?
Okay.
Bam!
Bam!
They say it's orange, but I think maybe I'm colorblind because it looks red.
I really can't distinguish between the two colors, so we're the wrong team for this. Andre can't help himself. He's just flooring it every turn.
I'm supposed to test this vehicle, right? Mary, it beeps a lot.
Is it still recording? semi.
Okay.
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 There is a closer
A shade?
shade texture.
There's a schmutz here. Is that a schmutz?
Oh.
Okay, that's better.
Dude, as soon as we lock in, we are locked in.
As far as suspension, actually motor sound on the inside. Suspension. Oh, I said suspension.
It's okay, we'll start over.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is a performance vehicle. My shtick.
My shtick.
Okay, we're not doing so good.
No, so far this has been
This has been
all over the place.
This has been a disaster. Let's start over.
Yeah, for sure. It's a big ass fly. Ah! Do you see this guy?
Yeah, he's. Oh.
Oh, I made a mistake. Okay.
He's struggling as it is. Okay.
Yeah, that's my bad. Sorry.
He's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Well, when I killed a fly in the beginning, took a dark turn.
All right. We traveled a long. We went a long ways.
We really went a big circle there.